And welcome to another cast. Today we have round 3 action, I believe, between SS Panther. He'll be in the north playing as the OKW. And in the south we've got Kelvaro playing as the Americans. And co-casting with me today for this match on Stalingrad will be Ryan Man. How's it going?
Pretty good, Akula.
Great. Uh, so in the south, we've got Calvaro with his rear echelon just capping what looks to be somewhat of a, not a cutoff per se, but a oddly T-shaped point in front of his base. And in the north, we've got some stern pios heading out to do a little capping in the on the strat point. What do you think of this map, Ryan Man? Is it one of your favorites, or have you played it much?
Honestly, I haven't been doing a lot of 1v1 and auto match. Most of my games on this have been with Duffman, so I've seen a lot of conscripts in it. I actually really enjoy it because it's micro intensive, and you don't really lose your focus on certain parts of the map like you do on larger ones. So both these guys are micro masters, so I think it's going to be really interesting to see, who utilizes cover best and stuff like that.
Yeah, interestingly, this map is very low. Even though it's a city map, very few buildings are standing. So you're not going to see many MGs in buildings. But maybe the MGs would be decent due to the alleyways, or maybe not because of all the stuff that blocks their line of sight. So I'm not sure whether we'll see any MGs in this match.
Yeah, this map in particular, when I first started hearing about Company of Heroes, they talked about the sighting system, True Sight. And it seemed almost like a gimmick, but I think Stalingrad is really a great example of preemptive nade throws, cover, stuff like that.
For sure.
So
So Calvaro's got a Dodge WC-51 truck in the south here. He's loading it up with some rifles in the back. I'm excited to see this thing in action. I haven't actually used it myself. I don't have that commander, but let's
yeah,
see what it can do against these Sturm Pios as he moves it in.
have you played against anyone that uses it? Because I haven't even had that
I
happen yet.
think once or twice, but I did try it in the alpha. Wow, it's gunning down these Sturm Pios as they head into the building for cover. Two Sturm Pios down.
Wow.
And they're probably going to pull a retreat. It looks like the Dodge is going to give chase. See if he
So in
can
it,
get
he's
away.
replaced the assault engineers with riflemen.
That's right.
I've noticed.
That Sternpire might die. Oh, he's right in the
Brutal.
base. Oh, and down it goes. Base cannon firing on him, though.
Oh wow, good movement by Calvaro,
For
especially with
sure.
that finicky pathfinding for light vehicles.
No, that's a big loss. 320 manpower for Panther early in the game. We'll see how he recovers from this. Just taking a look at the tactical map, you can see Calvaro is concentrated in the north with a rifle, an echelon, and a Dodge truck. And he's capping the fuel on the right, whereas Panther is focused in the middle of the map, building another Volks Grenadier.
So I guess Panther really quickly built the half track truck here. I guess that's going to be his light
Alright,
vehicles.
we'll see what that does. So just a little bit of quiet uh, period here, but now the Dodge engages a Stern Pile. It's got a really powerful 50 cal on it, I find.
One
Fun.
thing Panther I think should do. Wow, he's being really cautious with these now. With the ammo change recently for OKW, their mines are pretty incredible, and they get put down pretty fast. I mean, they're just like the Russian mines almost.
Pretty
So
much, yeah.
on this map, I think it'd be really good if he ends up building another Stern Pioneer squad or something like that. Can pay a lot of dividends.
Rifles just spreading all over the map, and looks like the Dodge has gone to engage some Volks, but he pulls a quick retreat. He's only at 72 munitions, so not enough to get a Panzerschreck to deal with that truck. Wow, Kovra's doing a great job of just capping up the whole map here. Panther's converting munitions into fuel right now, which is wise because with the munitions change, you get good fuel income with that conversion. But
Here
not
comes
much.
the rack and workter.
Good call there.
Wow, that WC-51 is pretty intense.
It is indeed, with the rifles inside for sure. A lot of firepower. I can only imagine what it would be like with a dropped flamethrower.
Right? Oh, so these Volks are pinned in between two rifle squads. This is not three now. Okay.
He's got to get out of there. There he goes. You know, this game is looking real tough for Panther already.
Yeah.
Just looking at the map control.
OKW late game can have a big manpower surplus, so he can hold on here. It's still possible. Absolutely. I always find myself with almost 1,000 manpower sometimes at the end of the match.
Indeed.
But
there goes
this
the...
is getting chased off by some riflemen.
Exactly.
Center.
On the right side, looks like a pretty bloody battle as the Stern Piles attempt getting close, but they're down to 2 men. They're going to want to get out. There they go. And 3 rifles, 3 Volks also retreating. These rifles are just overpowering. Not overpowered, overpowering.
The Panther has a lot of Volks Grenadiers. You know, they're versatile, and especially once they get those Shreks, they're, you know, you can't take them on with almost anything but perfect unit comp. I just don't know if I would have gone with them. I would have spent a little more manpower wise and had Sturm Pioneers.
Yeah. Do you think that he maybe shouldn't be converting to munitions to fuel so that he can get Shreks up on some of these?
You see, that's a really good question. I'm not sure what his game plan is. All those light vehicles are kind of specialized, right? And so I know he's got a plan, which is why he's doing it, but I don't know. I would want to get that WC-51 off the map, like yesterday.
Yeah. Here comes a Volks and a Sturmpile. Like, look at that. He just had a battle with these rifles, and the rifles are still at 4 and 4.
Yeah.
So real tough for these
OKW. Wow, this is... And Kelvaro's a nice guy, but this is merciless. Okay, here we go. The Puma.
Yes,
this
Puma
is
rolling
a good bet. Now the problem is the rifle nades are homing, right?
That's right.
So
I don't know what he's doing driving it right up like that, to be honest.
There we go. The Puma's main gun is not super hot against infantry in my experience.
Not at all. Not at all. And now here comes the blob for the OKW. We'll see. I think he's going to try and repair that Puma in a sec.
Kelvaro also has the American half-track up. Obviously, I think the Puma is going to win in most of the situations here, but I think he's kind of trying to keep it a secret. He's backing it back to his base, letting Panther put his heels down a little bit here for a second.
Yeah, I think he wants to have it supported probably by some infantry because he knows that Puma's out there now. So if he can get a couple homing AT nades in on it, maybe the flak half-track can stand a chance.
Well, here, for instance, now that he's got the Puma out, I would almost switch back to fuel converting to munitions and try and get some Shreks on these Volks, which is what you suggested. Yeah, I mean, because we've got a half-track, I think yeah.
And then he could even switch back to fuel again once he gets, 2 or 3 Shreks up.
Exactly. And I don't use the half-track headquarters very often, but I think that flexibility is nice, especially with the recent change to 100% munitions income.
Panther here doing a great job of stretching out and doing all the capping, and he's throwing the Ratkenwerfer in the building, which is a good call because that A half-track's about to roll up. Ooh, and we've got bazookas out for Kelvaro.
They're not super high health, though, so if he can get his infantry focus fire on him, he may be able to be okay.
Yeah. Hopefully that Ratkenwerfer doesn't go down quickly.
Three, 4, 5. We've got 5 rifleman squads right now.
Yes, and we've got 3 Volks and 2 Sturm, so it should be somewhat close, but the rifles are obviously better than the Volks.
The one Zuka squad's retreated. We still have a Vet 1 here, squad here. Brackenworkers looking on edge at a minimum.
Puma's engaged. Oh, and the bazooka hits the Puma. Oh, he should get that one squad out. There it goes, the rifles. So quite a battle here.
Brackenworkers still living, so that's nice.
Here comes the lieutenant, charging in on these two-man squad stern pilots. AA's firing away at the building. Did the Rackenwerfer survive? Yes, it retreated.
You gonna push with this Puma? Oh, okay. You got a captain squad here.
Think you should push with the Puma?
Well, he doesn't know this. That okay? He just treated the. I don't know because he's noticed that he's already checked with bazookas. Once these riflemen are all armed, it's gonna be really tough.
Exactly.
Looks like Panther bought another Stern Pioneer squad as well.
Good job on capping the map here with for Panther.
Okay, that's what he picked here.
It's just interesting that kelvaro had absolutely 100% of the map, and now it looks like about 60% for Panther. Here comes the A half track though. That's going to be a bitch.
The whole blob.
Indeed.
One thing we've seen in some other games here, the American half-track can suppress bolts, even with shreds, so fast that it still just decimates them. You need at least 2 squads.
These Fallschirmjägers in a building, but they're just going to get destroyed, so they quickly ungarrison and retreat.
Great micro by Panther with the Puma here. He tried to flank and ran into 2 Shrek squads.
That was too bad. So it looks like kelvaro is absolutely concentrated on the left side of the map. He's not spreading out too much, which is pretty wise because he knows if he gets into a big battle, he's gonna want to have his forces consolidated. But he does have a bit of capping to do, so he'll need to spread out a little bit. kelvaro is going to be a tough matchup for whoever gets him. You can just tell he's playing really well right now.
Right. He's been big on unit preservation. He's got a lot of good veterancy, and he's blobbing, I'd say, but it's more than that. And
Stewart in the south.
What's gonna happen with this Puma? Oh, there's the Stewart.
Oh, the Puma's going to take a whooping here if it can't get out. He should attack ground here if he can. Nope, he doesn't need to as he chases it right through the smoke. Stewart giving chase. Bazooka hits, rear armor, and down it goes. Here comes the A half track.
Stewart got hurt pretty bad by the Puma there.
Sure did.
Oh, wait, yeah, Brackenworker too.
Wow, the Rackenwerfer went down. That's unfortunate for Panther. A half track.
The MG34 he just bought.
Taking a whooping. Should retreat that. Should have retreated it right away. There it goes. Might die though. Stewart aiming, firing, and looks like he might escape.
Stewart got lucky that it got that low and didn't roll a crit.
Indeed. So Panther creating a battle group headquarters now, which is interesting. He's got the medic building and the mechanized regiment headquarters up. What units do you think he might consider building at the battle group headquarters? He's got the Jagdpanzer. Maybe that's his plan.
He may have to do it. I don't think he's ever going to be able to get a Panther out.
Exactly. He knows that this map control. The Jagdpanzer might be his only hope. Trying to creep up on this A half track, but he's going to have to retreat.
No dice, yeah. The Jagdtiger, it has been one of my most frustrating units to play against. The frontal armor for the cost and everything.
Jagdtiger or Jagdpanzer?
The Jagdtiger.
Oh, okay.
Or no, I'm sorry, the Jagdpanzer, my bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
You must really hate the Jagdtiger then.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Wow, nice nade by the Fallschirmjägers. Getting a nice retreat there. And they're
I think he may be doing the battle group headquarters just because he's walking out into a lot of these battles at low health.
Yeah, the healing is great to have for sure. And interestingly, both buildings in the base, which is pretty wise on this map.
Yeah, I would not be aggressive with those.
There's a ambulance, late game ambulance. A half track firing down the road.
I feel like this half track's been a great tactical choice by kelvaro. It still only has 7 kills after this map, though.
Yeah, I think that's going to increase here quicker.
It's really close to that first met level. And we got another Racken worker.
Good play, good play. Let's see if we can get a shot or two in. One shot in, and he's chasing with the Panzer Shreks.
Ah,
Another shot in with the Panzer. Abandoned! And now he should throw grenades on these rifles if possible.
got 43 munitions. He's them up here.
Oh, already coming in though. See if he notices. Obviously he should. And
Oh, wow.
down comes the Artie, punishing.
Oh. The American Artie is really incredible.
All right, kelvaro has to make a decision here. Is he going to retreat or give up that AA half track? Looks like he's going to run into the AA half track with the 3-man rifle squad, sacrificing the rifles for the AA. And the bazooka goes off. Main gun destroyed. It gets away.
What a gamble. That is incredible.
And kelvaro with a game changer there just sacrifices the rifles and escapes. What a play.
He's very safe on the east here. He knows that Panther doesn't have much of a presence. And the lieutenant squad here.
If that A half track would have went down, you would have seen quite a lot of pressure by Panther, but now he might be in trouble if it gets repaired up. Nice job on the Stewart with the Panzer Shreks. But a hasty retreat.
So Panther's kind of trying to get something going in the west here, or at least stabilize. That Racken worker's in there. I'm wondering if Panther shouldn't try and salvage his own equipment here, at least.
Yeah, might be a wise decision. Get that extra bit of fuel. Wow, quite a blob there. He's going to want to retreat those.
Threw him in a building.
Oh, you put in a building. That's surprising.
Oh, they still got 3 men in there.
Yep. Oh, down to 1 man, though, on the stern piles.
Squad. Oh, wow.
There they go. Comes the Stewart to try and finish off the stern piles.
Oh, targeted
yeah, bad target. He should. Those Volks are
leaves his
pretty low
captain
health.
here. He's going to lose to these Falchion Raiders.
Yes, indeed. He doesn't realize they're there till now. Let's see if he can chase them down.
Panther does not have enough munitions for... Oh! He does. He just spent him. Okay, sweet.
Nice little Faust there.
And kelvaro's been building caches and stuff too. He's got those up.
Right. Big push in the north by Panther. Those bars are just very tough to play against though. Nice nade by Panther.
They're going to be able to get him.
One more burst should do it. Yes.
Nice.
And that's a bazooka on the ground. Not bad.
Oh, those guys picking up the bazooka is good. I know
Sure.
they nerfed Fallschirmjägers with the last patch here, but they're still pretty incredible if you can sneak up behind a weapons team and stuff and get some veterancy going.
For sure, for sure. So I wonder if kelvaro is going to get a major out and put a retreat point on that ambulance. He's got a major, but it's just standing in his base.
Major is so fragile. Although having another way to tap out some artillery may be nice.
Indeed. Just looking at kelvaro here, he's got, you can see what squads he has in the top right versus what Panther's got. Fairly even.
kelvaro's got a lot of good spread out veterancy too.
Comes a fresh Puma.
Okay.
So you're right, he did just build that health building for the healing. probably saved him quite a few models at this point.
Yeah. It really does pay off very quick. Up here, Kelvaro's got his first Sherman out too in the east.
Interesting. Sherman versus Puma is always an interesting battle.
Oh.
Puma and Fallschirmjägers engaging. Two squads there. And the Sherman's firing away. Ooh, it's tough to play against.
Yeah.
Doesn't decide to move the Puma to engage the Sherman at this point. There's a look at the tactical map. And now he does have the Major set as a retreat point on the ambulance, so you're going to see kelvaro quick to the field after he engages.
Panther's getting screwed a little bit by
Wow, big grenade!
here.
Rackenwerfer in the building, firing on the Sherman. One hit in, and the Puma decides to smells blood and goes for the kill. Oh, and the Sherman missed against the Puma. That's interesting. Another hit on the Sherman. Decides to back off. Getting a vehicle to retreat and repair is sometimes a victory all its own as you put it get it off the field for a while. That building might come down if Panther's not careful.
Yeah.
A couple more bazookas. Yep. Ooh, if he could have been in that building, he might have been able to hit the Stuart, though, but he didn't realize it was coming. Down goes the Puma.
Also, it should be noted that Kelvaro's half-track, he's not using it, but it's completely ready to go if he faces another blob here from Panther.
Indeed, indeed. So it looks like Panther's fully reinforced and heading back. It looks like he's going to head to the west side mostly.
Gonna pick up that MG34.
What do you think of that decision? Good one?
I'm not sure. The MG34, even though it's been buffed, it's not going to be able to handle 3 rifleman squads.
Right.
In my opinion. I probably would have tried to get some...
Wow, that's a long grenade there by the rifles.
I'm not sure what Kelvaro's bulletins were, but that was pretty incredible.
Yeah, he might have an extended throw. Right on the edge of his throwing radius, I'm sure.
They're sending out his Vet 4 Volks right now, along with a Rackenwerfer.
Here comes a fully repaired Sherman to the middle of the map.
Kelvaro just has a lot of armor presence, and the weaknesses of the American faction are mitigated a lot by the way this map's laid out. Definitely a good faction pick.
Here comes the triple vet bar rifle against the Sturmplows, which are now double vet. Ooh, they're dying fast. They want to get out of there. Here comes a Ratkin and a Volks. Hopefully the Ratkin doesn't go down here. Which it looks like it might. Big grenade though by the Volks.
Yep.
They're now vet 5, so
yeah.
they can now go toe to toe with the rifles.
Vet 5 Volks, especially when they have a strike like that, are pretty frustrating to play against.
For sure. They're very hardy.
Looks like that MG34 is just going to get torn up by a Sherman.
Exactly. Let's see if he retreats here. Oh, the old setup problem. That's unfortunate.
Oh god. That's brutal.
Yeah, you got to be on your toes. As soon as they retreat, or as soon as they exit the building, you got to select them and retreat them. But apparently, if you use the retreat button as opposed to, no wait, it's either the hotkey or the button. One of the two will make them not set up like that. I'm not sure which.
I always click on the squad and then click really far away from the building, and that way I have at least 3 seconds.
That's the way to do it.
When I first started playing this game, it was the first time that happened to me. Thought about uninstalling.
Here comes a few squads against the Stuart. It's gonna chase him off.
I feel like for the damage the Stewart does, it doesn't get veterancy very quickly.
Right.
So I'm surprised it still have that one, considering how long it's been a fixture
Well,
of
it's
this
almost
match here.
vet too, so we'll see if we can make it. We are
Ah,
nearing the end of this battle, unfortunately. Wow.
yeah, those Fallschirmjägers are doing well against the captain, but Brackenwerfer is getting flanked by the Sherman.
Yes, good play by Kelvaro.
There we go.
Wow, it got evaporated. And the Shreks, the 5 vet Volks are going to retreat as well.
Sherman's getting close to vet 1.
Yeah, if he can get another Sherman out to combine with the current one, vet 1, with the radio net ability, that'd be really nice.
Panther's sitting on 185 fuel, but not nearly enough manpower.
Yeah, and because he didn't go with the other building, he can't get a Panther.
Yeah.
Oh, big shot. There goes the... oh, they fired a Faust.
Yeah, good Faust.
It,
Strange to think about how a Panther may have been enough to switch this around here.
yeah, with all these vehicles, a Panther could have killed all 3 of them, to be honest.
Kelvaro decided to be conservative here. He's got a Jackson, since he doesn't know what buildings Panther has, it seems.
Right. Faust coming in on the ambulance. Down it goes.
There we go.
Big blob moving in from the north again. Looks like he didn't even bother to reinforce. He knows it's getting desperate, so he's got to charge in with what he's got at the time.
Yeah.
And if he can kill one of those rifles that, oh, almost got another abandoned half-track there. Big artillery launch in the middle. Oh wow, he might not have noticed. Oh, it's hitting the Fallschirmjägers. Nope, they're gonna, yeah, just down to 1 man.
There we go.
There they go. Good arty there. Engaging the Sherman now with a bazooka and a Shrek. And this game is nearing the end.
Yeah. Just relentless play by Kelvaro. Good movement from all his units.
Yes, indeed. Very well played. 1-man rifle being chased down by the Volks there.
Ah. Good pick.
Down he goes.
Oh, but here comes the half track, so. They're not going to pick up that MG. They're trying. See, now he's trying to salvage it here. But
Right.
That's
Oh wow, just cut down by the...
silly.
and
Kelvaro's been controlling his light units in a way to really avoid all the pathfinding issues in this game. I haven't really seen him get pinned into a corner or anything like that.
Sherman supported by 2 rifles moving up the road. .25 points left for Panther.
There goes a huge squad for Panther.
Indeed, and he calls GG. Let's see if they play it out or if he surrenders here.
One thing Kelvaro's been doing as well is kind of lining up these battles into lanes where his bards and LMGs are eating up a lot of the short-range units that Panther has. And that's a perfect example of that play right there.
Indeed. All hope is lost indeed. And that's the game. So just usually at the end of the match we'll just do a quick overview. Your thoughts on play from Kelvaro and Panther.
For a while there, I thought Kelvaro was kind of just relying on sheer numbers with his riflemen. which is a valid strategy as Americans. But near the end of the game, I kind of started to get even more of an appreciation of, him picking the way these battles went, distributing his armor accordingly. And I mean, I know Kelvaro is a good player, but getting to watch this from his perspective was definitely pretty enlightening, impressive, even.
Indeed. And from Panther's side, any changes that might have turned the tide of battle?
That's tough to say. I would not have relied on Volksgrenadiers as much. I think Panther is definitely a better player than I am. I don't like them until they're at five. They're almost just cannon fodder for me.
Right.
But and then like you were saying, maybe getting those Panzerschrecks on them earlier may have helped, especially with that half track and stuff like that.
Exactly. If that half track would have went down at that crucial point, you might have seen a little bit of a different outcome here. To be honest, it was that big of a player. Um, could Panther have afforded a Panther? I'm not sure. Obviously not. But I mean, if he didn't, because he didn't go for the building for the Panther. But the healing was really helpful. Not to mention, the healing was the key there. He didn't build any units there, but unfortunately, I mean, the only other option to heal with OKW is to build the medical supplies, which comes at Vet 1 with the Sturm Pioneer. So you don't see that used too much, but he really, honestly, he could have done that as an alternate strategy. Built the Panther building, got a Panther, and used medical supplies in his base with his munitions.
Oh, I didn't even know about the medical supplies thing, actually, to be honest with you. Because that's one of, exactly, the medic building has a lot of mediocre units in it, especially since the infantry support gun's been nerfed.
Right. Anyways, I think that concludes everything for today. Thanks for the co-cast, Ryan Man, and we'll be back with some more action in the near future. Thanks, guys.